Hey, what you
You gotta grab it. You gotta grab it.
doing?
There you go.
I can't mess with
You coughing for real? It just, it, it's just play. Pop pass. Pop pass.
I gave it back to you.
Yeah. Oh, you can't give it back to me. This is the beauty and the comedian. My beauty Robin Jones and myself Sean Savage. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thursday night is our night. We playing. Both of us don't smoke, so we don't. We was going with the
Can't even grab it right.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
I coughed off a fake smoke.
I know. You making us look bad. Pop pass. Pop pass. But we got an interesting show for you tonight.
Yes.
Can one of your platonic friends be gay and have a crush on you, and you still remain to be friends? Did I say that? Okay.
Yeah,
And
something like that.
yeah, something like that. And uh, is there power in the DM? So people always have confidence in what they're talking about and people's DM messages. So is there power in the DM of what you're saying? And the other thing is, what's the good thing and the bad thing about a mama's boy? Because I'm a mama's boy.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are.
Yes. So we're gonna start out with what are we gonna start with? Power in the DM?
Sure. You claimed it. We'll do it.
Okay, all right, cool. All right. Power in the DM. Okay, ever since Facebook and Instagram and even MySpace, there have been weird things going on in the DM. A guy may confront a woman. There's been pictures of private parts in the DM. It's been secret stuff, marital affairs going on in the DM and everything. And I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was, she really hates it that that people can say whatever they want to say in the DM, And what gives you power? What gives you power in the DM, Rob? What gives you power?
So I'm gonna be honest. Like, believe it or not, I'm a very shy person,
What?
and so like I've always been one. Like, if I can write it in a note and pass it to you,
Mm-hmm.
I'm that type of person.
Right.
But this DM thing is like on a whole different level. I don't mess with the digital stuff because, like, what goes into the cyberverse, that thing stay up in there, and you're gonna get caught at some point, and it come back to you. I don't do all that, but I mean, dudes will say, and I know women do too, but dudes will say anything that comes to their literally comes to their mind, they'll put it on there. And so I guess it just, takes away from having to say it to your face, but they do too much.
Yeah, that's what I understand. But like me, I'm a nice guy, So
You
I might
are?
I might see a woman's profile. So this happened to me one time. I saw a woman's nice profile, right? And so
Mm-hmm.
instead of putting it up on her picture, because
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, people can misconstrue, what goes on your wall or whatever. So with a
Mm-hmm.
picture, I said, "Hey, you look very nice today. I got a man. I got a man. I got a man." And I'm like, well, you didn't even give me a chance to do my nasty stuff. You know, you didn't give me a chance to put my thing on in the DM or whatever. Yeah, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. No,
Sean.
I
Let's
never did
find
that.
out, Sean. You a little. The
No, I never
father's
did
son
that.
and the
I never
comedian
did
in
that.
the
But
flesh,
no, I've never. Plus, I would not tell you publicly. I would never. But no, but at the same time, people have power in the DM. They won't say it up under your pictures, but they would say, they would give even like send their phone numbers or whatever, it will give, it's just power in the DM. You talk a mean game, because you got experience about somebody talking a mean game in your DM.
And you know what? So this is what I don't like about it. I don't like if I really don't like somebody and they DM me that they can tell that I read the message because, because they might like it. But as soon as I see the little head drop, I'm like, shh. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, y'all. I'm just like, dang, this person know that I opened that thing up. But if you don't open it up, then it leave that little dot there all the time. And it's like
Yeah,
having emails, and I get mad at that stuff. But like, man, and then I'm like, do I and so I am just a super nice person, and I'm like, oh, thank you.
uh-huh.
And oh,
Yeah. Now I've had women confront me on the DM, like, say, "Hey, what's up with dinner and a movie?" And I thought that was cool because it was
oh,
private. You know,
right,
it was
right.
private. I mean, I use it. I do use it because I don't want anybody to know what I was saying, but I'm not that aggressive. I'm not, going to put my sausage on the picture
I
on
think
the
you
thing.
would. I
No,
think
I'm not gonna put all of the sausage. Maybe a couple jawbreakers, but I'm not gonna put all. I'm joking. I'm joking. But I'm not gonna put my sausage up on. I think that's really. I really think that is crass. I really think that is horrible. I mean, what type of woman do you want if she sees your thing and madly falls in love with you? Or madly gives
Wait
you,
a minute, what's wrong with that?
huh?
What's wrong with that?
Well, one thing is I think about diseases because if I show you my private, if I show you my penis, and you like, oh well, yeah, I'm down, I'm down for it, right? I'm down for it. So you give me the skins right quick. I be wondering what you got, what you hiding, what you
Well,
got,
you gave it up first.
huh?
You gave it up first.
That's always a second thought. Like you put it out there, like wait a minute, I
Oh,
don't even.
afterward, it's an afterthought for
Yeah,
you.
afterthought. It's an afterthought. It's like, well, I don't know if I should have put this out here, too fast or whatever. But that's just the thing.
So you don't want a woman to want you for your penis. That's what you're saying.
I mean, secondary. I want her to want me for my mind, you know. So
Mm,
not like because that's all. I mean, I'm an old school cat. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
So I'm still into romance. So I don't want to put it out there and be like, oh
Oh.
my goodness, Sean Sarvis. Oh my goodness, right? So I ain't no old man talking about she looking at my balls, Ricky. I'm not like that either, So I'm still into romance, but what if I showed it to you and you was like, oh, and you was like running forward, you was like, oh, well, yeah, I got to have that because it looks so good or whatever, So what you think?
I don't think any penis looks good.
Not even in a tuxedo? uh
I mean, don't get me wrong now. I mean, I like it, but
You enjoy it,
it
but
yeah, but it's not.
yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
how we get there?
Right, right. But I mean, but guys always, like putting it, I mean, from what I talk to females,
Mhm.
guys are always putting it on display, or,
They do. They
yeah,
do.
on,
Men do.
on display. And really, I feel sorry for the women because women sometimes are not doing anything to deserve this if they don't really like it. They don't do. They just being women. They just have their own sex appeal. And here comes the guy. Here you go. And so
Okay, so I just want to play devil's advocate for a minute. I
Okay.
mean, you all have breast and booty to look at all day long.
Uh-huh.
What is wrong with sending a pic?
I think that, I mean, for one, you got to trust the person. I mean, everybody has done it. Everybody. I mean, in
I didn't
text,
do
huh?
it. I said I haven't done it.
I've never done it in inbox, but I've done it like in text messages. Like if somebody,
Okay.
like you like, hey, what you got on? Now what you got? What you doing? Okay, click. Hey, that's what I'm working with. Like, oh, okay. But that's when I've established a relationship with somebody, right? But I don't go, hey, nice to meet you. Click. Yeah, yeah. So I think, and then you got to trust the person. Don't be showing everybody.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
you got to trust that. Don't be showing, everybody, because women will put you on blast for real. Talk about
Meant
look
to.
how little he is. Look how little he is. He's a little fella. You know. So, but
Oh, but you ain't see. Look, we always talking about. Didn't you see that movie? Didn't you see that documentary where that little boy he got mad at his girlfriend and he sent that picture to everyone, like
what
hit
was it a picture of?
everybody in his phone book and click send.
What was it a picture of?
The girl. He got
What?
mad at her. He clicked every person in there, including his pastor, clicked every person in his phone book and hit send. And that dude got he got that charge, a sex offender charge for that thing.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you got to
Dude,
trust people.
but
I,
but
I,
so
I don't just
I'm gonna say this: guys are like super duper duper, and I love men, but y'all are super duper sensitive sometimes. And in y'all feelings, y'all be doing some stuff
like what?
like that. y'all y'all get in y'all feelings and y'all try to hurt the woman so bad. It's just crazy.
I will respect. I mean, if me and you, if I showed you or whatever, right, and then me and
Mm.
you got in an argument about, I don't know, the Rebel Yell of Kings of Men, right? I'm not gonna go home with somebody. Yeah, I'm gonna fix that Rob because she ain't riding on the Rebel Yell with me. Click, click, click. I'm not gonna do that. That's distasteful. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You
I
know,
I
but you
got
gotta
it.
you I mean, a person who's vengeful, now that's another thing.
But that's what I'm saying. Like men's hurt feelings become vengeful. Like I have
Not
never
not
met a
not not
guy.
no,
I
not
have
more like
every
women though.
guy. Say that again.
Not like women is.
No,
I
no. Every guy that I have dated, I am friends with. Like I don't have a problem with blah 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 blah. And they can say all that stuff, but a lot of men are like, nope. If we ain't together, nope, I can't be friends with you no more. And so that why? I mean, unless you ended up like on bad terms, but sometimes if you just break up, you're just not meant to be together.
I'm like that too. I mean, a lot of females that I've dated, we've kicked it. We've like, we've been friends or whatever, So I don't have no ill remorse because we didn't make it. Now, if you like kick me in the back of the head or something like that, maybe, but at the same time, But what about now, have you ever had a gay friend that was butchy? That was butchy that wanted to romance you.
I'm going to say no. I mean, so I have many gay friends, and I love my gay friends.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Women
gay.
mostly do.
I know we like our gay friends. I mean, and but that's just because I'm a human person. Like I love human beings. I don't do a lot of discriminating. I just love human beings. And so like when at one point when everybody was really homophobic, someone's gay doesn't mean they want you. So that was my big thing. But if somebody is gay, you said and a dom, like manly,
Yeah,
and wants me,
right.
like I would it would be one of those things, either we can be friends or we just can't be at all. Like, you're gonna have to respect the fact that I like real men. Not perpetrators. I like real men. And if they cannot respect that, like, cross boundaries, because I have seen some doms take control of women, and if they can't handle that, then we can't be friends. And
Nope.
they might be a good person. What
Right.
about you? Like, what if you had a mixed? I didn't even get the question out.
Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it.
So what happens if you have a male friend that is gay, and then it's like, oh, Sean, you're so cute.
See, the thing about it is, I just got over from being homophobic. I really just got over being homophobic. I used to work at Red Lobster. I was a manager for Red Lobster, and so my boss that was over me, he was gay, right? So I used to cry. I mean, really, I used to literally because I was ignorant of the gay lifestyle, right? I would really literally
Really?
that to my baby mother that I had to go to work today. So like I had to go and count the safe, right? So the safe was on the floor, so my butt be stuck out when I would count the safe, right? So when he would come in the room, I would like get down on my knees and do the safe. So one day he said he knew what I was doing, right? One day he was like, Sean, you're not my type. I said, thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah.
Oh
Thank you,
my
Lord.
God.
Right? Because I didn't know. So he was like, he told me we had a really good working relationship. He told me, he said, people know who's gay or who's willing, so they know who to attract or whatever. So but me and him got along perfectly. He died in a car accident though. But
Oh,
but my thing is, my thing is that I'm I just got over being homophobic. Like one homophobia that I have to deal with. I don't even sleep naked.
what?
I don't even sleep naked. After sex, I got to put some clothes on. I don't sleep.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm homophobic. Because I be like,
But
what?
you're the
Huh?
okay. That doesn't make sense.
Because no, it does make sense. Because what if a gay robber breaks in my house? Right? Okay, now me and you laying in the bed, right? And a gay robber breaks in my house, and you like, Sean, get him. And so I'm the man. I feel as though that I got to get him, right? So I jump out of bed, and I
Oh my
and I got a robe on. My robe opens up, right? And
God.
I'm in midair, and I'm like, no, I don't. In the midair, I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this, right? And I jump on his back. He's like, oh, get me. Oh, get me. Get me. Yeah, get me right now. Get me, right? And I'll be like, no, I didn't want to. I had to take some blows before I put some drawers on. I got to put some drawers on, but that's the whole thing, man. I'm very,
So you won't sleep naked in case
I'll
you get robbed by a gay robber. Help
yeah,
me out.
for real. I'm
Oh
dead
my
serious. I'm dead serious. I can do all that pillow talk stuff like, haha, who has said that? Go ahead now. And then when you fall asleep, I put my drawers back on and my t-shirt on and be prepared for battle.
oh my God. So tell me this. What are the chances of you being robbed by a gay person who's going to jump on your back and hump you? Help me.
No. The thing is that it is a chance. It is
Oh,
because everybody want these equal rights. Why can't gays be robbers? You know
they can be, but
exactly. So everybody want these,
usually when you're robbing, it's not for the sex.
but that I don't want. Look, the thing about I don't want no chance or whatever. So I go put my clothes on, in
You
case
a fool.
yeah, in case something go down. But That's it. But I mean, I think I can have like a gay friend. You know, I think I can have a gay friend, but not nobody that is gonna be like pinching my butt or whatever, or or scooping my butt,
Or what if they just
or
straighten your shirt and knot your tie and tie your tie for you, and
no touching, no touching.
they not touching you, they touching the tie.
No, no,
And the tie.
no, no, don't, no, don't do. I can do that myself. Or my women can do that. No, we could be boys. You know, we could watch football game right then, right there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but not no. I mean, and that's it. I'm learning. I'm really learning. I mean, I know people are sitting out there talking about, oh, Sean, you're ridiculous. No, I'm really learning because like growing up, I got one. I used to date this girl that had a gay brother, and we went over his house and we was watching Boys in the Hood. Remember the part where Morris Chestnut was like came from practice and he was late and he was like, oh, he can get up all up in this PUSSY. And I was like, oh my God, right? And first of all, men, we joke, we be playing, but he was dead serious. He was gay. He was dead serious. That freaked me out, So I'm like, nah, man, I don't play.
Yeah, I don't. That's not for me, but I do, like I said, have lots of gay friends, and I love hanging with my gay friends.
What are some of your gay friends? What y'all have in common?
It's just a conversation and chill. I think that all of my friends like music, dancing. Oh my gosh. In this area, there's this guy that has the nicest cookouts. And I went with a buddy of mine one year. And let me tell you, I walked in there and there were only 2 females in there. And it was all men, and it was military men, it was government workers, it was police officers, it was like the manliest of the manly men, and they were all gay. But when I tell you, we had the best time. You had to worry about food. You had to worry about drinks, the dancing, the music. It was just like all night. It was like, the whole night. It was actually one of the best parties / cookouts that I've ever ended up forward to it every year. I really do.
Well, you know what? My gay boss, they give really good gifts. Cause my gay boss, they do. Cause like like black people around Christmas time, I give cards for our co-workers, whatever. Like, how you what is the Secret Santa, right? Secret Santa, you might get $25, or you might get $10 or $15 from Starbucks, for a Redbox movie, or or something like McDonald's, Burger King, or whatever. This man gave me $250 to Abercrombie and Fitch.
I know that's right.
I was like, wait a minute, wait. All this $250 is for me? He was like, yeah. I said, I'll be right back, right? So I bumped up his $15 Burger King card for
the dinner and the movie one.
For $25 what is it? A $25 7-Eleven card.
Oh my God.
Yeah, ain't nobody had no money for that. But I'm like,
that is horrible. But don't see now. What I don't like is that you just said like they are the best gift givers.
Okay, I know. I'm still working on me. I'm still working.
Thank you. I need you to get better about that.
Okay, but no black person has never gave me. My family won't even give me $250 gift card. I'm like, this is all. I thought about being gay for 2 minutes. I'm like, man, this gay stuff is powerful. It's just crazy.
Oh my
I thought about
God.
being gay for 2 minutes. I was like, no, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Oh
I'm like,
my
they get kids like this?
God.
What? Man.
Oh my God. That is too hilarious.
Like, man, I was like in awe. I was like, dude, $250 at Abercrombie and Fitch. Man, I went and racked up for real. But
That is hilarious.
my mama won't even give me
I was about to say, I know your mama does.
200. And with that, mama, I mean, the best probably like $35. I might be able to give me a hat or a wristband.
No, your
Yeah,
mama
or some handkerchiefs.
spoils you rotten.
Mm-hmm. I'm a mama's boy. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
mama's boy. I dedicate my book
Mm.
to my mama. You know.
Yes, you did.
But see, me and my mother, we actually grew up together. You know, me and my mother, we're like 20 years apart. You know, so we actually grew up, basically together. When I was 7, she was 27. You know,
Mm-hmm.
when I was 38, I mean when she was 38, I was graduating from high school. So she was relatively young, you know.
Mm-hmm.
She's relatively young. So that's what makes me a mama's boy. But mama's boys are good. Mama's boys are good. Mama's boys make sure 9 times out of 10 if a mama's boy, if you dating a mama's boy, he gonna take care of you. Then you say
After he take care of his mom, like after he take care of his mama.
That's not true. That's not true.
You
That's not true. That's not true.
that is.
That's not true. When I was married, I did not let my wife know, and I didn't let my mama know what was going on in my marriage. You know,
Hey, that's because why? If your mama knew what?
my mama probably didn't like her.
And
And what?
you probably wouldn't be with her if your mama said that she didn't like her.
No, I would be with her. I'd be with her. It's been plenty of girlfriends my mama did not like, but I was with.
My daddy didn't like nobody.
But that's what fathers supposed to do. Fathers are not supposed to like anybody.
Yes, they are.
No,
But
unless they're your husband, then he got to give him a hard way to go.
man, but mama's boys are really hard to deal with. And it's what was that movie with the Steve Harvey book that came out? And then there was Terrence J was like the ultimate mama's boy where he was just talking to his mom. How many times a day do you talk to your mom?
I talk to her like about 2 times out the day, 2 or 3 times out the day,
Every day?
on the average.
Every day.
My
On
mom is
an
a fan.
average.
My mom is a fan. So yeah, I gotta talk to my fans. Ha ha.
No, you cannot. So you talk to your mom every day, 2, 3 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And if your mom says that she doesn't like somebody,
I'll
you're
convince
saying that
her.
you would.
I'm like, nah. I'm like, Ma, I'm like, nah, Ma, she dope. She good. She good people. She good people. She go to church. Uh she she clean, she take care of her kids. I'll convince my mother that, yeah, it's not no, I don't think not one time have my mother ever said that I don't like so and so, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna date the person. I gotta find out for myself. Now, I would say for the most part that she was somewhat right, but at the same time, is that, no, I have to see it for myself.
So what are the big areas that your mother does influence you? Like the areas in your
I can't let my mama know if I had sex. Now I got 3 kids. The stork brought them. Right.
You could at least say you just had sex 3 times.
Right. Look, and I got twins and that, so that's 2 times. Right.
Mm-hmm,
Right.
mm-hmm.
So the stork brought them. I don't want my mama to know how freaky I can be. So that's one thing. What else? That's just the main thing.
So only when it comes to women. So your mom doesn't have any influence over anything else that you do.
No,
She doesn't have.
I said that really convinced.
No.
No, uh,
Right. I know it's a lie. Go ahead,
mm,
tell me.
no, I'm serious.
Okay, but y'all are just besties and you just love having conversations with her and being around her.
We grew up with each other, so it's like I don't want to make her my friend, because she's my mama. I really disapprove of parents be like, oh yeah, that's my friend. I really, I respect it. Like I don't curse around my mama. I'll do
You
cuss word. I do cuss word substitutes. I'd be like, yeah, they went and grabbed her in her chest. They went and grabbed the bitty, I won't say the whole word. So, but I respect her. I respect my mom. So
So
um,
you can't be yourself 100% because you want your mama to have a certain persona of you. Like you want her to see you in a certain light.
I have to say, yeah, yeah. I never thought about that, but I have to say, yeah, because I'm the only child. I'm the only, I'm her delight. So yeah, absolutely.
Mm, mm, mm.
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with being the only child. There's
Are
nothing
you are
wrong
you are you? I know you're not a mama's girl.
with no, but I'm
Are
cool
you
with my mom.
are you a daddy's girl?
Absolutely.
So your daddy know how much you be having relations?
We don't have those conversations, but I can say
No,
whatever.
you have those.
I can say whatever's on my mind. I can't talk to him about guys, period. And that's because he's like, no. I don't
Okay.
talk to him about guys, but I can anything else that he said, like he does not expect me. He knows I'm not an angel. I'm going to heaven, but, but
What's the difference?
look, cause he know I get into stuff. He know that.
I mean, my mama know that too, but I don't want to confirm it.
Oh, I don't deny it. If my daddy is sailor, we cuss, we drink, we have a good time. I
Okay, let
mean,
me ask you something. Okay, in your place,
mm,
say it's Sunday morning, your father pops over, right? Would the
mm-hmm.
guy, if you had company over, would the guy have to hide, or could he just come out and be like, hey, Mr. Jones, how you doing? Exactly. He pops over. Your father don't even pop over. He probably call. He probably
What did
call.
I say?
You don't even pop over.
So, and my daddy has always had a key to wherever I
Oh
live.
my God.
My daddy has always had a key to wherever I live. My daddy would come over 2 times a week to see me. I still see my daddy every week.
Okay, you see your father 2 times a week?
I do.
What's the difference between me talking to my mom 3 times a day?
I don't talk to him every day. I just see him twice a week.
Okay. So,
And
but answer the question though. Answer the question. If your father popped over, came
what
to
did
the
I
door.
say? Anything but men. Like anything but
Okay,
men.
but
I
but
can have
but
a
but
conversation.
but this. If your father popped over and the gentleman was coming out your bedroom, button his shirt, talking about, hey, Mr. Jones, how you doing? What would the issue be? Will we
Uh
have to hide?
yeah.
See, exactly,
Look,
exactly,
yeah, but
exactly,
it's not. It's but uh,
exactly. Exactly. You're a grown woman. You pay the bills there and everything, and your friend will have to hide in your own place.
so let me say this. I prefer my personal business to stay my personal
But
business.
your
And
father came over. He didn't know it was gonna be personal.
I got that. But see, I know when my daddy's going to come over. He doesn't pop over, so I don't have that problem.
He was like, yeah, baby girl. I was in the neighborhood. So I thought I come past and see what's going on.
And there have been guys there not coming out my bedroom or anything. There have been guys there.
So, but you ain't said, Daddy, come back here and meet Mike. Hey, Mike, put your clothes on. Mike, this is my daddy. Daddy, this is Mike.
No,
Exactly.
no,
Exactly.
no, no.
Cause,
You
cause
know
he
what?
don't, cause he don't want his little girl to know, yeah, his little girl getting a freak
Let me
on. Yeah.
tell you something. Let me tell you, I will never forget. Like, my girlfriend had a bachelorette party like a long time ago, and I was moving from one place to another. And my dad was helping me pack, and I had this pack of penises and all this stuff, and all I had is, oh hell no, like coming from the back, because my dad had reached in and grabbed a box of penises.
He reached in and grabbed the penis.
So I don't, no, you don't share that with. I mean, he grabbed the penis, and I mean, he knows that.
Oh, Robin.
Yeah, I know, but I
Oh.
try to like avoid that kind of stuff. I mean, it happens. I mean, it happens. You act like it doesn't happen to you. You act like you've never grabbed a pack of penises before.
My daughter admitted to me that she has sex. Man, that hurt my heart.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Because I didn't want her to admit. I wanted her to have the same respect that I have for my mom. I didn't want her to tell me because she's on birth control. Her mother put her on birth control, so
But
she's
you,
like,
but you
yeah,
know it exists.
huh?
See, that's the thing. Like you know it exists,
I know
but
it.
you just
I don't want the reality to hit me to know that she be doing it.
I'm gonna tell you, and my child gonna kill me for this, but I will never forget. I mean, at 13 years, I mean, kids, you gotta. There's always something going on. I had my I was having this guy look at my computer.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, Robin, what is all this stuff in the history? And I was like, what are you talking about? He's on the computer. I watch what he does, blah, 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 blah. He was like, but this website, littletitties.com, keep coming up. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, Robin, look. And it was like, I was like, what the hell is going on, littletitties.com? And so then, I mean, it was just a reality. Like I gave my son his first condoms. I was like, look, be safe. That's all I mean, I've always been one, like, be open. I know that he looks a little shameful when I catch him and stuff.
You want to see little titties?
He did.
But well, my hand was out there because I want to see big. I want to see the big joint.
I'm sure it's changed since then, but
Yeah,
that's
big
the
joint.
look. But I always wanted him. I don't expect him not to, and I don't expect him to ask me like explicit questions, but I don't want him to be embarrassed about this is what he's doing. As long as he's safe and as long as, he not all over the place and in everything, I'm good.
Mm.
Am I like too liberal of him? Maybe that's why he's a mom.
It's somewhat different from a boy because we are active. 11 years old, we wake up with it on our chest, like what's going on here, So I get that, but daddy's little girl, I'm a mama's boy. Nah, I don't want my mama to know that I be freaking, nah. Like, and
Nope.
you don't want your daddy to know you be freaking.
Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
That is totally different. But I want my son to be like as open with me as possible.
Okay.
I don't need to give him tips or anything like that. Like it's not like that, but I'd rather him be open and it's okay.
That's really interesting. He wanted to see little bitties.
But I mean, but that was my first shock. Like I was like, "Are you talking about my child?" You know, I'm like, "Who in this house is on LittleTitties.com?"
Yeah.
I'm like, who is doing that? And
Uh,
it, you know, and then I found out, you know, they can get on. I mean, he oh my God, this daggone technology. I mean, who
it's
knows
everywhere. It's everywhere on the phones.
what
Everything.
they're into? But I think he's definitely a mama's boy. But I think it's just because I allow him to truly be him,
But
which
see,
is
your
different.
situation is like me and my mother's situation. Cause how old is Gregory?
He's 20. Dang, put his information out there. Why don't you?
Okay. So you are so you. I've never seen somebody have a podcast but be so private. Yeah,
but
I ain't
but
put his
but
last name out there.
he is 20. And I mean, and I was 27 when I had him, but I also just have always believed in, you know, in a sense, I didn't want to, not that, like I said, my mother and I have a good relationship. We weren't besties, we weren't, you know, but we have a good relationship. But I wanted he and I, you know, if it's me and him, then it's me and him, and he's always got to know that I got his back. And that kid has always had my back as well, because I mean, he had to endure going to school where I work. He had to, you know, he's endured a lot of that. And if somebody said something about me, it was like on.
That's
It was
good.
on. I mean, but I have always, but he has always been able to come to me and say, "Ma, you know, what is this about? Ma, da 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 da," you know, and I've always been very forthright. It's funny that we talked about gay earlier, because I remember when he was like in second grade, first grade, second grade, and he was like, "Mom, is SpongeBob gay?" And I was like, "Oh God, here we go." You know, I was like, "Well, where you get that from?" You know, it's like, "I got it from school, whatever." And so he's like, "What's gay?" And I was like, "Oh, here we go." So I said, "Oh, so it's when two people of the same sex, when they're close and they like each
I can't even
other."
imagine you talking like that to him.
I
'Cause you so
do.
you so raw with it.
But I was
It's,
trying to, because
it's
I
when a
was cut
man
off.
bends over and
No, I was, because I was like, okay, here I am teaching a second grader about gay, you know, and so I was like, oh, it's when two people that are the same gender like each other. He was like, oh, so you and Godmommy are gay, and then I was like, oh, no, no, no,
oh
no. And so then I had to like change
right,
it all,
redirect
and then
him.
I had to
Yeah,
give him the real version of it,
yeah.
because, you know, when I tried to say it all nicely, I was like, oh, okay. So, but we have always had that type of relationship. And
That's good.
but but I don't want him to be like, I mean, so boys are not so smart anyway. Sometimes, sorry to say it like that, but just you know, he'll say no, 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 and I'm like, okay, the condom wrapping's sitting right there. You know, you can't you can't
Yeah,
deny those things. So, and I don't want him to be embarrassed. I just want him to just own up, be responsible. That's
right,
it. I just
right.
want the best for my baby. So,
Yeah, that's it. Tell us about your book so we get out of here.
oh my goodness. Of course, as always, DD freshman year. And there's a sophomore year coming soon. I'm excited.
Really?
But
You gonna write two books in 1 year?
I am, well, it's not going to come out till next year, but yep, two books. So, DD freshman year, it's a great read for adults and for kids. When I say kids, I mean high school and up. Um, Great coming of age story. And she just has adventure after adventure, story after story. I can't give it all away. But you know, the family goes through drama. She has some trauma. I mean, just all of it wrapped up in once. And like, what I think is so cool about it is, it goes like a school year, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. And like there are times where you're like, oh, did that happen? Like, so it's a really, really, really good book. Not just because it's mine, but because it's a really good book. And Sean, you have a book too. Where's your book?
Yeah, I left it in the other room, but yeah,
Really?
yeah. But actually, I got great news today.
Uh-oh.
This book critic read my book, and he gave me 4.5 stars. He said
Wow.
it was up on his top 10 of books,
Oh,
because he called it, he said I was very real with it and everything. So definitely get The Father, the Son, and the Comedian, where I
that's
talk about Monique
awesome.
and Kevin Hart and people that I perform with. It's an autobiography, so it deals with my childhood and yeah,
And your
everything.
mama.
And my mama. I, ded- I dedicated the book to my mama, and I haven't even been saying this, but Ernest Pugh did my foreword. Um,
Mm.
so you know who Ernest Pugh is?
No, look, I'm sorry, you're not supposed to catch me on that. Who's it? Who's that, Sean?
He's a gospel artist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a guy.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Ernest
Yeah.
Pugh. Yeah, so
I
definitely,
come a long way in my Christian walk.
yeah, get my
I,
book on Cash at me at Big Sarv. Cash at me at Big Sarv, $18. Put your address in the memo, and I get it out to you in about a week.
okay, and you can get mine off of Amazon. And once you read it, you can. I don't have a big critic, but you can be my big critic and give me the 4 stars.
That picture looks so much like you.
Oh, thank
It
you.
like you when you was probably little.
Little.
Yeah, you got any pictures of yourself when you was little?
I do, but I ain't showing you.
Uh, I'm not gonna laugh that much. I'm not gonna laugh that much.
I'm gonna show you next time. I'm gonna show you the picture of when I taught at your high school, like in the first few months of me teaching for real.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I like to see that. But thank you, everybody. Well, subscribe to us on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. And we're here every Thursday at 7 o'clock. But you can go throughout the week and look at us or whatever. Look at our videos or whatever. It'll be up for the whole week on my page, Sean Sarvis 2, on Facebook. And so we want to thank you for being with us tonight. Thursday night is our night. And so,
That's right.
would
And
you
if there's any topics that you want to hear about, look, we like to talk about everything. You can
talk about
email us at
everything?
beautyandthecomedian@gmail.com. And
Mhm.
can't wait to see y'all next week.
Yep,
All right.
absolutely. Thanks so much.
Peace.
Peace.